key races across the country next year. Joining me now, Republican Governor from Mississippi, Haley Barbour. Governor Barbour, good to see you.
Thank you, Carlos. Glad to be with you and Vernon.
Well, we were just talking, and Vernon was saying that you're about as well situated as anyone could be for a presidential run in 2012.
Haley, I'm glad to see you. I last saw you on Kiowa Island when you were talking about Katrina. You made a hell of a speech.
Vernon, thank you very much, old friend. Now, look, any Republican who's thinking about anything after 2010 doesn't have his eye on the ball. We got 2 big governor's races this year in Virginia and New Jersey. Then there are 37 governor's races, the entire House of Representatives. So, you know, thanks for the idea, but my focus in politics is focused on 2009 and 10.
Governor Barbour, now I know you were chairman of the RNC and partnered with Newt Gingrich and others to lead the '94 Republican Revolution. But is there any part of you that says that Republicans are being too combative right now in their opposition to President Obama, and that could ultimately backfire, as we saw in '95 and '96 with the government shutdown?
Well, I think what Republicans need to do is be for what they think is the right policy. You know, there are several Republican health plans here, just as there are several Democrat health plans. There's several Republican ideas about health care reform. But the Republican ideas are not going to include a gigantic tax increase on small business. I was very surprised that nobody asked the president last night, how do you reconcile your promise that you wouldn't raise taxes on anybody that makes less than $250,000 with an 8% payroll tax on small businesses, the quintessential middle class, for people whose payrolls are as little as $250,000 a year. This is a giant tax increase on the middle class, and it's going to clobber small business. The worst thing about it to me, Carlos, at a time when we want to create more jobs, his bill is effectively a tax on job creation because it will tax people for their payrolls.
Governor, your successor a couple of times removed Michael Steele as the chairman of the Republican National Committee, made a speech the other day to the press club about the health care bill, for which he was greatly criticized. Would you share with us your evaluation of how well your successor, Michael Steele, is doing as chairman of the Republican National Committee?
Vernon, that didn't get any news coverage down here, so I don't know exactly what he said or what he got criticized for.
You read the Washington Post every day, Governor.
I try not to. The truth is, Vernon, when I was chairman and we were 6 months into my chairmanship, a lot of people criticized me. They criticized me that they didn't think I was visible enough in Washington. I was spending too much time out in the states trying to rebuild the party from the bottom up. And I heard that criticism. I thought what I was doing was right, and I stuck with it. So I've learned it's not fair to judge somebody's term, including Barack Obama's, by the first 6 months.
Governor Barbour, what else would you like to see on the national agenda right now? We obviously are spending a lot of time talking about health care, and climate change is also out there. But if you were advising the president or even advising some of the leaders in the House or the Senate, what are 2 or 3 other items that you think we should be discussing?
Well, I would be discussing these 2 big issues very differently. I think what we need in America is more American, more affordable, and more available energy. I was surprised when Senator Boxer mentioned as a reason for the climate change bill to reduce foreign oil imports. The Obama administration Environmental Protection Agency has released a report that says that Waxman-Markey won't have any effect on oil imports, that it won't change that at all. We do need to reduce foreign oil imports, and the way we need to do it is to have more production in the United States, more conversion to natural gas, which is very, very plentiful in the United States. Coal, we're the Saudi Arabia of coal. We need to learn to burn coal cleaner. But the Waxman-Markey bill is going to put a huge penalty cost nothing else but a tax on using coal in the United States. So I think we ought to be talking about energy. I think we really do need an energy policy, but I think the Obama administration and the Congress, or the Democrats in Congress, are going in exactly the wrong direction. The same thing to me is true with health care. We do need health care reform.
Right.
But I don't think the reform they're proposing is the reform we need.
Governor Barbour?
Governor, before you go, just let me thank you and the citizens of Mississippi for naming the Jackson Airport for my friend and former colleague, Medgar Evers. That's a great thing. He was a great man.
It's absolutely the thing to do, and I will tell you, I had the honor this year, we gave 10 Mississippians the Mississippi Medal of Service, and one of them was Charles Evers, Medgar Evers' brother, who has also been somebody that's been a great citizen for Mississippi. But I appreciate you saying that, Vernon. It's always great to talk to you, even though I can't see you.
Governor Barbour, it was good to have you, sir. Next time you're in New York, I hope you'll stop by and spend time with us in person.
Thank you very much, Carlos.
Straight ahead, new report.